Pretty sure it's 2/5/14. On the small screen, it's hard to tell what the hell's actually showing up on the big one, but they can't make up their minds. But it sounds like today, this weekend, isn't going to be a problem. But there's still the potential that it could be. Two systems could develop, and two couldn't. They could merge, superstorm, or not happen at all. This is a winter, classic winter. It snows every freaking week. No blizzards yet. 93 and 96. Pretty sure the whole winter was pretty scant. And then it lasts. Do you think you're getting out of it? Here's 3 feet of snow for you. Pretty sure that's how it went. No, I've been through that a few times, whether it was those years or not. Another blah day. Diane got up at 6 a.m. bored. I get up at 12, which is typical when I have off in this time period. And she likes to complain. I mean, typical diva. That goes on a lot. After she got done her list of demands and complaints, doing something, she's like, "What are you talking about over there? What's an activist?" I really don't know. Okay, well, an activist sees something that sucks and says, I should try and figure a way to do something about that. That was news to her. It's news to anybody that didn't hear about it before. Billy Jolly. He hates Barack and Hillary and a lot of other things. But he did bring up one thing today that, or posted, shared a video of some guy in 1965, pretty powerful in politics at the time, sounded like Nixon. So there was a few that sounded like Nixon back then. I'm just gonna pump them full of drugs and tell them lies and get them so fucked up that they don't know nothing. Then I rule. Yeah, it happened. That sucks. They could have learned something better than that. That's what the plans were. It happened. It depends on what person you're talking about. Everybody's got a different life, but that plan did happen. I'm one of you. There are enough of us that we can make a difference, but that plan actually enlightened me rather than making me more stupid. But, for most of them, yeah, he succeeded. Tried to take me down several times. Even more than that, actually. Somehow Daddy got me here, and I'm very grateful. I can complain. I'm very good at it, and a lot of us are. In general, I just deal with it and move on. how long it takes to deal with it, that's a question of time. As long as you're still alive, you move on. I did manage to try to cancel a hook, line, and sinker that said, I'll give you $20 if you'll retry us. Yeah, that sounds simple. Yeah, of course I'll take your $20 to try you. If I can cancel in the next 30 days just by talking to somebody, yeah, well, talking to somebody isn't that easy. I even tried emailing them, and they keep saying, oh, it's an automated system. They don't have time to deal with all the cancellations. Most of the laborers over there are sucking up the, yeah, alright, we'll try that. I'm not a big consumer of things. So $16 and $16, I got sucked into two without knowing it. But even $16 a month, I don't buy enough at the discount that they're offering that it makes sense. I don't consume that much. Seems like I do, or we do, but mainly food, electricity, the basics. We don't buy a lot of stuff. We buy what it takes to keep us from bugging other people and being a bother to others. Feed us, house us, give us a job, we'll leave you alone. It doesn't sound that hard. She get bored and want something, but nonetheless. Yeah, I was actually shocked again. I mean, I know YouTube has algorithms. That's probably an algorithm. If there's an algorithm in the video, then that means that they used that algorithm. It happened to be a song. And send notice to the person who used that algorithm. It's okay, but they might put advertisements there. They do know how to use algorithms, those who do know. Whole bunch of numbers stuck together, but they have a beginning and an end. And I hate when beanie doesn't need to be there. I prefer the old chain. I'm gonna need to get a new one because they're both rusted by now. I even took it off a chain before I said you gotta go home. Ever, if you shouldn't do it in the first place. He was really born wild. His genes are wild. But if you ever be stupid like I was, do not put a beast, any kind of beast, back into nature with something on it, choker chain or anything. They don't know it's there. Kind of like you walking through the forest with something hanging around you and no hands. Not cool. So at least I did that for him. We all go home eventually. Question of where is home? I call heaven home. Just what I call it. Here is my journey. You and a drinking person might have some clue. pretty sure most of the critters that humans, yeah, I really do think we're light years ahead of anything before us. The possibility that it could have been planted by an alien race is possible, but then where the hell did they come from? Same concept. Hopefully the Olympics keep her occupied, you know. She's got it really easy right now, but she didn't. She went through her own hell to get here. And then life wouldn't be the same without her, totally. It's not just her, it's a lot of the human race. Gonna die early. I might die early too. Accident, etc. But just lifestyle. I drink, it might end, at least the way I do it. Smoking pot, I don't do it except, well, I don't drink when I have other things I need to do either. Laying on the beach, getting a tan, looking beautiful, doesn't last forever. I don't know if you can get it back. If they could, man, they charge a fortune and sell it to you. So not everybody can get it. Eat as much as you can get. Don't do hardly anything if you can, and still stay young and beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Man, they could charge a fortune for that. I'll have a mountain of cans to clean up out. Here comes springtime. Alright, well, gotta walk into the cauldron. Hopefully there's ice skating on, because I'm pretty much looking to come back. This is my little bit of time for the camera.